This is Sam from Uniondale, and you're tuning into another edition of the Sam I Analyze Show. The Timberwolves avoid elimination and find a way to win one game. Can they make history? Let's analyze. Of the 100, how many times has a team in the NBA gone up 3-0 and lost? It's never happened. Teams that go 3-0 are 156-0. Only 4 teams have come back from 3-0 to force a game 7, but they haven't won. I said on my last video with 2 videos ago with LeBron James possibly going to the Suns, and I have a correction to make on that. But I said if the Timberwolves made certain adjustments, they could come back and make history. Let me explain. The Timberwolves have led in this series every game and choked it away, as Reggie Miller, famously said, choke artists. They have choked it away. And I was looking at this series and I'm like, what is going on here? And here's my thing, okay? I am someone, I'm not just saying, I'm throwing it out there, oh, can they win? Can they force a game 7? Can they make history? I'm someone who's very analytical. I can look at the situation. And I said that the Timberwolves can win this series. I said it. They're down 0-3, but this is the team that can make the comeback. Why did I say that? Because I felt that they were not playing their game. And when you look at the Timberwolves, they were the best defense in the league. And I felt that you've got a Rudy Gobert, you have a Karl Anthony Towns. I said, you know what? It's not a good matchup. But then I said, but is it? But why isn't it? And Chris Finch, I give him a lot of credit. He ditched the crutches, and he was out there. He said, if we're going out, I'm coaching. And one thing that I wanted to see is Karl Anthony Towns stop channeling your inner Julius Randle. I have a problem, and I've said it for years, big men who can dominate, but they fall into the trap of this generation of NBA, where the center wants to sit there shooting threes and playing on the perimeter. I'm of the generation of Patrick Ewing, David Robinson, Hakeem Olajuwon. I don't know who else I'm forgetting. Kevin Willis's of the world. This is Shaq, of course. Duh. But you've got to, I told you the story once that my uncle, 6'4", we were kids, and he used to back us down into the post, and then just shoot a layup and laugh too. And we would just be upset. I remember at times, oh, that's cheating. Oh, that's not. I mean, and we were complaining. But then I got to thinking. I'm like, look, listen, a win is a win, and a win is a win. Why do you want to shoot threes and play the other team's game when you have a clear advantage? Karl Anthony Towns. First of all, Karl Anthony Towns. I don't know who got to him. I don't know who got to him, but you can't sit there and play on the perimeter. And that's why, by the way, the Doncic's of the Luca, and they were sitting there chirping and talking and all this stuff because they're like, this guy doesn't get it. This guy doesn't get it. He's bigger and stronger than Gafford and PJ Washington. Obviously, Derek Lively, he's out with a neck strain or what have you. But I said, you know what? Karl Anthony Towns, he made a concerted effort to play inside out. When he played inside out, it opened up his three-point shooting. It opened up the three-point shooting for Karl Anthony Towns. And I said, if he joins the party, what did that do? That gave Ant-Man energy. It gave him more life to see, all right, I'm not by myself here. And we're not going out. Now, it's a tall task. I'm not definitely saying that the Wolves will win this thing, because here's the deal. History is against them. But if there was a team to do it, this is the team to do it. They've got the size. And I saw when Karl Anthony Towns was attacking, you had to bring a double because Gafford is not strong enough. PJ Washington is not strong enough. And then that left Rudy Gobert. He had a nice little pass to Rudy Gobert. And they had no answer. Karl Anthony Towns with 20 of his 25 points in the second half. I think this is the perfect storm. You've got A-Rod on their side who can tell them, look, I've seen it. It's happened in baseball. It happened to my Yankees. And I think it's going to happen now. Here's why. Here's what needs to happen. There's another thing that needs to happen. Chris Finch and the Wolves have not done something, and this is the last piece that they have to do to force a Game 7 and to win Game 5. And obviously, Game 6 is going to be the tough one, in my opinion, before Game 7. But I think you get to a Game 7, I think at that point, the Mavericks will be rattled. I don't care that Kyrie is 14. He was 14-0 in closeout games going into tonight. There's something that the Wolves are not doing, and they are taking Luka Doncic off the hook defensively. He's sitting there and he's just resting. They've got to find a way to get Luka in some pick and rolls. I get Luka said, oh, energy, and Kyrie, they blame themselves. No. The Mavericks have no answer for Karl Anthony Towns. You've got to be a bully. There are no style points. It doesn't matter how you do it. You don't have to be a 7-foot three-point shooter. And you see how it opened up the floor and opened up the three-point shot for Karl Anthony Towns. Because now they don't know what to do. He's attacking now. He's attacking now. They were on the defensive for real. So I think if there was a team to do it, this is the perfect storm, y'all. And look, I get Kyrie had said what he said. Luka said what he said. Luka was like, I've got to bring more energy. How much more energy can Luka bring, right? Luka Doncic had a triple-double. And I think, look, listen, I hope all is not lost for the Mavericks. I mean, they're up 3-1. Not having a Lively was big, but I don't even know if Lively can stop the monster that has been has been woken up in Karl Anthony Towns. Now we're going to see what adjustments Jason Kidd makes, but this was the one that I felt that they couldn't stop. If Karl Anthony Towns finally said, I'm not messing around, I'm channeling my inner Debo, I'm channeling my inner Gooch, there's nothing that they can do. There's nothing that they can do. And on paper, the Wolves are the deeper team. So we are going to see what happens. Don't sleep. I call this. I said if they can win that game, the Mavericks could be in trouble. Now it's that time. Major League Baseball is finally recognizing the Negro League statistics as they have incorporated them into the record books. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. I'm on Facebook at SamIAnalyze, on Instagram at SamIAnalyze, on the app formerly known as Le Twitter, at SamIAnalyze. Please like, subscribe, share, and you see that notification bell to the right. Please click on that. That will let you know the next time I drop another video. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, à tout à l'heure.